Hey guys, it's GirlGotGame. Welcome back to Magical Diary Wolf Hall, where we're gonna try and get William's friend ending. So I've loaded in the Valentine's Day save. In theory, this should work. I hope I haven't put myself too heavy into the romance William camp. So yeah, I'm gonna try and buy him a friendly Valentine and see if that's enough. And of course I'll buy one for Donald too. And I'll leave Luke alone and stuff because I'm gonna do that on his route. So I'll keep you guys around for a bit because I failed. Honestly. We'll skip along until... Oh, I have some mild stress. Okay. I think I'm feeling pretty good in general. I mean, I could use some sleep, but... Oh. It's different. It's already different. William sent me a card with a poem on it about how he values our friendship, plus some butterscotch candies. Really? I get more effort into the Valentine from William if I just send him a friendly Valentine? How interesting. Okay. Well, that's about that for right now. There's a few exams along the way. I'm gonna try and solve them the same way I did before. And if anything changes in between now and then, I'll bring you guys in, but we're only in the middle of February and it goes till the beginning of May, so there's quite a bit of stuff to go through. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I just did the Chalice Dungeon exam with the frog. And I didn't actually end up spending any of my magicka. I just followed the frog and then hooked it to where the chalice was. So I think Potsum has something to say to me because I didn't cast any magic. So I didn't quite solve it the way I did before. Whoops. Hello, Franco. Congratulations on escaping from the dungeon. However... I'm afraid I can't give you any merits for that. Because I didn't cast any magic. Whoops. While you have clearly put admirable effort into developing your physical talents, you are a wizard and this is a school for magic. I won't punish you for using your strength, but since you didn't cast any spells, I can't give you any merits. Alright, fair enough, madame. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have another student to look after. Well, that was neither a win nor a loss. I'll chalk it up to a win. I didn't have to use any of my magic. I had to reload a few times because I didn't want to fail it. Until I was doing it with you guys. Then I can fail in earnest next time. But it just so happened that... the way that dungeon was laid out, I couldn't find it with awareness and stuff, so I just followed the frog. Alright, well, continuing on. Or maybe I'm not continuing on? All I did was study with Minnie, and then it's like, someone's knocking on your door, so. Someone is knocking on my door.
Hey, I wanted to let you know about something that's going to happen tomorrow and get your support.
What is it? Is something wrong?
No, nothing like that. The Honor Society inductions are being held tomorrow, though that name is misleading. It's not really a society, it's just called that to mimic the rituals in mundane American high schools. There's no secret club benefits that I know of, and it doesn't reach across the other magical schools.
So what is it?
Every year, Potsdam singles out some members of the senior class to hold up as shining examples. We get the award of recognition and applause for having been diligent, upstanding students. And the younger classes get a reference point for what they have to do to earn Potsdam's approval.
Oh, of course you're getting this award. You're the role model.
I try. Though I've made plenty of mistakes, too. Anyway, what I came to ask you for was... can you cheer and look really impressed tomorrow?
Sure, I guess.
I didn't know he needed that much reassurance, but it's not hard to help.
Do you really have so little faith in your brother and sister to not cheer for you that you needed me to?
Thanks. See, I'm hoping that, well, I'm worrying about Donald.
Donald? What's he got to do with it?
Well, you know, he does a lot of things for attention. He's only in so much trouble all the time because he wants to be. And lecturing him isn't going to do any good. So I'm hoping I can demonstrate that there are positive ways of getting attention too. Sometimes I worry that next year when I'm gone, Donald's going to try something a little too crazy.
I'm not sure clapping for your award will stop Donald from playing pranks.
Probably not, but it doesn't hurt anyone, does it? Besides, I like knowing that you'll be cheering for me.
Of course. It's nice to spread a few good feelings around.
Oh, William, why do you want me to cheer for you? Let's see. Ah! Following breadcrumbs.
I got lucky and managed to beat the frog to the chalice without casting any spells, but that meant I received no merits for the exam.
Oh well, I had good intentions.
William came by to let me know about the Honor Society ceremony tomorrow. He asked me to cheer for him and act like it's important in the hopes of inspiring Donald. He worries that Donald may eventually take one of his pranks too far and get into real trouble.
Oh, William. Alright, well, yeah, unexpected. When is that? When is the Honor Society thing? Tomorrow. I guess I might as well keep you guys here then. Because that's probably going to be a little bit different. Let us be strong. Do red. No, not yet. We can probably do the entire week and then sleep. It'll be fine. I could have done it here. I guess I'll study. What happened to... I guess the honor... I just cheered for William regardless. Okay.
Whatever, William.
I'll bring you in when something else changes, guys. Ah, the subject of vacation has come up with Grabby. I picked the tropical island again. I haven't picked anything different. But he wanted to know how our relationships are going. And because we are not dating anyone this time.
You mean, am I madly in love with anyone that tempts me to run away from home? No. Everything is fine.
I'll just drink my tea. Alright. Well, that was a new thing too. Moving on. Well, I think I just got my 5 merits back from cheating with the frog. I used the televoke spell in the, Nains Rouges, or Mothman, dungeon exam, and that got rid of the purple thing that zaps you. So I didn't take any injuries, and Possum's gonna give me some extra merits for that. Isn't that nice? So I got my merits back anyway. Alright. Here's another, have another 5 merits for accomplishing your goal without any injuries. Thank you. I did it. Let's study and things. I might have written about it. I received 10 merits. Franco. The heck, man. Can't even keep my diary properly. Honestly. Alright, well, that was unexpected. See you at the next new thing, guys. And once again, maybe not see you so far in the future, because this is the next morning, and William still invited me to go to the play, and I got this little thing. Friends! So we are on his friendship route right now, which is great.
Well, that's nice of him.
Is this the... I think this might be the week that Damien gets us, so I might just keep you guys here for a hot second. Let's see, we'll do a red and a sleep and a green, black, white. Okay, so Damien still comes and gets us. Let's try casting a spell and see what happens.
I'm not going to take his word for it. I try to focus, but I can't summon any magical energy. Has all my mana been drained?
Okay. Oh, is he gonna give in because we're not romancing him? Oh no, William! My friend!
All right. All right. Tell me what I have to do.
No! Damien takes the knife from my throat, then shoves me forward, leaving me to fall on my face. The only thing I can do is turn my head to avoid crushing my nose.
Oh boy. Why did the coloring change? It's more red now.
I can't see them anymore. There's a terrible rushing sound in my ears, and my eyes are stinging. I'm crying. This shouldn't be happening! I can hear their voices only faintly as Damien instructs William in the steps of a ritual. A pledge, a binding, the shedding of blood. If I had trusted William more, if I hadn't kept my distance to protect my secret, William shouldn't have to die to save me. But there's nothing I can do. It's too late.
Alright, Potsdam to the rescue! Thank goodness, the terrifying faces. Definitely warranted. Stand down or fall where you stand!
Professor Potsdam? I struggle to raise my head and see what's happening, but then the world drops away.
Aw, man, I don't get to see. What happened? Alright, tell me all about it, Grabby.
Mr. Danson arrived to find you imperiled. To save your life, he agreed to take part in a demonic ritual.
So he's dead, then. And it's all my fault.
Thankfully, no.
What?
Petunia became aware of the situation and managed to interrupt the proceedings. There was an altercation, and the Cambion was driven off. Petunia considered it more important to tend the injured than to pursue him. Mr. Danson was damaged, but both he and you should recover in time.
Where is Damien now? What will happen to him?
Alright, are we back? We're back. And, yeah, I need to recover, for sure this time.
Very well. I will leave you to sleep, then.
Thank you. Okay, so William came to check on us, and because we were sleeping, he came at night. What was the thing before this? Oh yeah, are you injured?
Not exactly. Not physically. Not in ways that won't heal. What about you?
I'm fine. By the time I woke up, nothing was wrong except for being a little worn out.
Well, that's good to hear.
But you? What happened to you? Grabiner said he'd been damaged.
I made a choice in order to protect you. I accepted the risk. It was my duty.
Duty?
Well, how do you think I would have felt if I'd done nothing and let Damien hurt you?
About as bad as I feel, knowing I couldn't do anything and Damien did hurt you. I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead and it was my fault because you'd done it for me.
Well, I didn't die. But even if I had, it would not have been your fault. Everything that happened was Damien's fault.
But...
No, this part is important. You didn't make him a monster. You didn't make him attack you, or me, or anyone. He chose that. You're not responsible for his actions.
You feel responsible though, don't you?
I'll always wish that I could have done more somehow. I never imagined he would go this far. Even when I thought I knew what sort of creature he was, I had no idea.
And I thought you were overreacting and he wasn't so bad. He acted friendly, even gave me advice. He wanted to keep me close to William so that he could use me against him. What did he do to you?
You were there.
I couldn't move from where he dropped me. I couldn't see, and I couldn't always hear. I know he made you cut yourself. Was it bad?
The blood loss was symbolic. It represented access to my magical essence. So there was a cut, but I wasn't in danger of bleeding to death. Those wounds were easy to fix.
But he did something to your magic.
It's not as bad as it sounds. Magic naturally grows and changes over a lifetime. I'm weaker than I was, but I'm still a wizard, and with practice I can rebuild my skills. If Professor Possum hadn't stopped the ritual, it would have killed me. But she did, so I'll be alright.
What happens if he comes back and tries to finish the job?
We're protected here. He wouldn't dare show his face. If I'm lucky, I'll never see him again. Because if I do, one of us probably won't walk away.
Oh, interesting. I'm curious about all of these. Because I'm probably never going to go through this again. So, I want to do this last, but let's just go down and see what he says. I'm curious.
He deserves to die. He is a hellish creature without compassion, and the world would be a better place if he were dead.
I know.
A somber moment stretches into silence.
So, I wanted to be sure you were okay.
Right.
Do you want a hug?
Yeah.
Aww. My heart. Oh, my heart.
He wraps his arms around me, not too tight, and I think to myself that he probably needed this as much as I do.
Okay. That was so wholesome. Oh my goodness. After I'm like, he should die. Let's do this one.
Don't kill on my behalf. Damien is a devil. You're not. Please don't become a killer as revenge for me.
If I kill him, it won't be for you.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would be the reason. It's not for Franco, it's for William's sake. And this one.
I hope it never happens. I hope you're lucky and he's gone forever. Especially if Damien has drained away William's magic.
Okay. And the hug.
Well, I'll be seeing you around then.
Right. Good night. He leaves. I can't say that I feel better. That seems like too much after everything. Still, at least I know that I'm not alone.
Aw, that was so sweet, though. These boys. The play's different? How interesting.
One by one, they give in to temptation, sacrificing others to the plants in order to benefit themselves. I feel William tense beside me as the innocent young love interest disappears into the maw of a plant, leaving only his blood-stained frilly shirt behind. I rest my hand on his for comfort, his and mine both. By the end, it appears that the city is doomed to be eaten by the jungle. Despite that, the final song remains upbeat and the audience cheers.
That wasn't quite what I expected.
Yeah. Maybe it's a sign.
What do you mean?
Well, strange and bad things happened. People got hurt, but at the end, we're still here. And we know we can do better than those characters did, so we laugh and we clap and we go home happy. Right?
maybe so. I suppose I should bid you a good night. Are you going to be alright over spring break?
It's fine. Gravener's looking after me.
Professor Grabner?
Oh, right. Addressing him like that does sound very casual, doesn't it? And William doesn't know our connection. I shrug it off. I'll be alright. You take care of yourself, too.
Right. Well, I'll see you after the break, then.
Yeah. He lingers for a moment, as if searching for something else to say, then nods and walks out into the crowd. He'll be with his family. They'll take care of him. And I will be with Grabner. At least my teen drama hasn't gone as badly as his did.
Dang. You don't need to call him out like that, though. It almost did. And this time we weren't even romantically involved with the person. Alright, so William came to say hello. We're not gonna smooch him.
How are you?
Fine. I told you. The professors had a whole surveillance plan. Damien couldn't have gotten near me. As far as I know, he never tried. I think it's over.
I thought it was over a long time ago, but Damien had other plans. I don't know if I'm supposed to be flattered that he kept me in mind so long for his schemes. His first victim, and then almost his last.
Hey, don't value yourself by how he values you. His opinion is less than nothing.
Oh, I know. He just messes with my head. He always has. After all that, I can't really make myself believe he's gone for good.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
Shouldn't that be my line, freshman?
I think it works a lot better if we work together.
Maybe so. Anyway, I should get back to my room. I have a lot of preparations to do with senior finals coming up.
Of course.
Alright. Let's read all about it, because stuff went a little bit differently. We still call it date plans, even though we were friends? Question mark? Yeah. Let's see. Hostage.
Damien sent me a message with a trap spell attached to it, then lured William to the gym and forced him into a dark ritual to save my life.
Aftermath.
Grabner looked after me until I woke to ensure I was alright. He said William was damaged somehow, but that he would recover. Damien was driven away from the school and is not expected to return.
Yeah, I remember when Cutie was damaged as well. We go on.
William and I talked about the incident with Damien, and how he felt it was his duty to sacrifice himself for me. Now his magic is damaged. He says I shouldn't blame myself, and the only person to blame is Damien. I don't know how to feel about everything, but at least we have each other to talk to.
Don't feed the plants.
William and I attended the spring play together. It was somewhat uncomfortable watching characters be tempted by lying plants and end up drained of their blood, just like William almost was. Despite that, the show is a comedy, just a dark one. Maybe we need to laugh a little.
Maybe? And stronger together.
William visited me so that we could both be sure the other was safe from Damien.
Alright, and that's that. That was a good chunk of new stuff there. Very interesting indeed. Alright, well, I'll bring you in, for whatever other new thing happens, so see you then. Aw, it's the thunder call, and William's not dancing as brightly as he should be, apparently.
William joins the performance, but his firework doesn't seem as daring as some of the other students.
Aw, that is so sad. Alright, well that was just a little tiny tidbit, but it's an important one, so I had to add it. Alright, until next time. Apparently I'm getting a sad knock on my door before the final exam.
There's a knock on my door. Who is it?
Me.
I open the door to let him in. What's wrong?
Nothing. There doesn't have to be something wrong for me to visit you, you know.
Well, no.
Right.
Are you sure nothing's wrong?
I'd better get this over with before I make you any more nervous.
Get it over with?
Stop! I came to ask if you would like me to be your escort to the Mayday Ball.
Oh! Do you mean as friends, or...?
It doesn't have to mean anything more or less than you want it to. I made mistakes, I know. You haven't had the best year here, and some of that is my fault. I want to make it up to you and give you a final night here to remember. I promise I'll treat you like a prince. You can say no. I don't want to pressure you. But I hope you'll say yes. You're the one I want to be dancing with.
I'd be happy to dance with you.
Then it's a date.
He bows dramatically to me.
Good luck with your final exams.
Thanks. Maybe this year can end on a good note after all.
Why is this friendship ending so freaking romantic? Is it just me? Am I crazy? Tell me it's not just my shipping senses, guys. Like, am I crazy? I'm good, guys. We're just gonna go, if that's okay. I know how this works. I just want to read my diary. If that's okay. No, a date to the ball.
William invited me to the Mayday Ball, and I accepted.
You're not gonna talk about how freaking romantic it was, Franco? Goodness graciousness. Alright, well, I think the next time you guys will come will be for the ball, but who knows on this romantic friendship route we're on. See you when I see you. Alright, it's almost time for the dance. So we've got a new thing. I destroyed that jelly, and apparently when the orb fell this time, it, like, shrapnel hit us? I don't understand how that happened, but it still worked perfectly fine in the apparatus, so whatevs.
I'll be meeting William later this evening. I'm not really sure what to expect. First, though, I have to decide what I'm wearing.
I think we should wear our alternate clothes for this. And I really like the gold more than the silver, personally. So yeah. Alright, let's do it.
I wait in the darkness for my date to arrive, tugging nervously at my collar.
Alright.
Franco?
Hi, William. That's an interesting suit.
Right, this. I took dance lessons for a while when I was younger.
I had ballroom dance practice, but that's not the style.
Oh, no. Not formal dance. Not anything they'll do at the ball. More jazz and modern.
That explains the hat, I guess.
I know that jazz is a kind of music, but I'm not sure what its traditional dances involve.
This was back when I was interested in theater, so I learned the kind of dancing you do for stage performances. Tap dancing was my downfall, so I gave it up. I do remember a trick or two, though.
Oh! He tilts his head, causing the hat to roll off and tumble down along his arm to be caught in his hand.
Nice.
Then he raises his arm and rolls the hat back the other direction, neatly landing it on his head again.
Simple.
He touches the brim of his hat.
And I must say that you are looking very handsome this evening.
Thank you. I can tell he's determined that we should both have a good time tonight. Well, why not? It's the last night at Iris Academy for either of us. We can make it be a good one. And with that in mind, I offer William my arm. Shall we?
It would be my pleasure.
Alright.
Would you care to dance?
Do I have to tap dance?
You can if you want, but I'm not going to.
We settle ourselves into position. With his height, it's more comfortable to rest my hands on his shoulders than the other way around. Thank you.
For what?
Everything. You've been very kind to me all year. I know Potsdam ordered you to guide me around and solve problems for me.
I wouldn't put it that way. She just wanted to be sure you had help with any culture shock.
No, she wanted to impress my parents. It's a long story. So, I know that's how it started, but since then you've gone out of your way for me and for others. Sometimes kindness is taken for granted. I wanted you to know that I appreciate it.
Well, it's kind of you to say so.
Oh, are we trapped in a gift cycle now? Do I need to compose an epic poem in your honor?
A gift cycle?
Well, good manners suggest that a gift given deserves a gift returned. Sometimes people want to show that they are more generous than their neighbors, so they give much larger gifts. And then, if the first giver doesn't want to admit defeat, they might fight back with something even more elaborate. This can lead to blood feuds. William laughs and shakes his head.
You have been an interesting person to know, Franco. I regret... well, you know the things I regret.
Damien. He will always regret Damien.
But I think, in a way, that what happened does give me closure. I don't need to feel guilty about him anymore. I don't have to keep second-guessing myself. I don't have to worry about what he might do next. It's over, and he's gone. Adulthood rituals always come with costs. But I expect you'll find that out yourself in a few years.
You really can't stop yourself from playing Big Brother, can you?
Sorry. I want to be a good influence.
Do you think you'll want to be a parent?
What? I think it's a bit soon for that. I've only just become an adult, I don't have a partner, and...
It's rare to see him so flustered. He takes a deep breath.
I'd like to hope that I can be a good father someday, but I need to find my way in the world first. Schooling and childhood are all the life I've known. Becoming a teacher or a father at this point? It would be like staying stuck in the same loop, only living it through someone else. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I need to move on.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
The music slows and we sway together. My last night. My last chance.
Oh, dang, you can really do that now, too? This is super romantic. Okay, you know what? Just for science. I know this is a friendship ending, but this is such a... This dang thing was so romantic. I need to know. I need to know how this goes.
I lift up my heels and brush my lips gently against William's.
I thought it said greatly.
What was that for?
I know we don't have that sort of relationship. I wish we could have, but it's too late now. Still, I want you to be happy. May we both make better choices the next time around.
That's a blessing I'll take.
All around us the lights are sparkling. Friends and partners laugh, dance, and talk. This is the way my year ends. I won't forget.
Interesting. Okay. So he still counted as a friend. Actually, before I read that, let me just reload that and not kiss him. Alright, don't.
No, that's not what I want from him. I'm just happy to be here.
Okay. I actually liked the kissing friends ending. Okay, Alright, Donald and William's messages are different. So let's see. Donald says,
Take care of yourself and look out for demons.
thanks, Donald. And William said,
If you ever need my help, call on me. Good luck with your studies.
thank you, William. Any epilogue when we're friends? Nope. Just romance epilogues. That is a-okay with me. Gosh, I was not expecting the level of romance we got from that friendship route we were doing, but I guess William just can't help himself. I mean, we are pretty schemy, so how can you not fall for us? But with that, we are officially done our first run-through of Magical Diary Wolf Hall. Thank you guys for joining me on this. And now we move on to our second game, London Detective Mysteria, and see what awaits us there. Hopefully I'll see you over there, guys, and until next time, I will see you later.